Hello, Tan the Tan BOTC channel, and I just wanted to briefly talk about something. Don't mind the popcorn, that's not for you. Uh, sorry, it was just in the view. But I wanted to mention something. So I I don't know what it is. Maybe I just sound like a whiny person to people when I'm trying to talk about certain things, but I named the video appropriately. Maybe I should have a series called the Whining Series or the Complaining Series. I mean, it's my channel. I can whine and complain. It's just like with your choice to watch my video and to leave a comment. It's my choice to whine and complain about things. So I don't understand what the point of saying the same goddamn comment over and over again about something I'm pretty sure clearly either the person is purposely doing or the comment doesn't entirely make sense to the thing. I don't know. It's getting really repetitive though, and so I decided to name the video appropriately. Also, that video that I'm talking about, which was the Asmongold one, is also on a bunch of comments. I was trying to tackle as many of the worst comments that I got on that frickin' previous video. The videos are now removed because I don't see them as relevant or having a point of existing now. I think the one I did worked well enough, so I named it appropriately. If people think it's about me whining and complaining about something, well, now they can't even say I'm whining and complaining about something because I appropriately frickin' named the video that. So now those comments are probably deleted and look silly. So, and then I'm guessing people mostly got the idea that it was. So I do want to tackle one other thing. People keep talking about AI. Now, I don't always remember to mention every little detail. So I'm not saying that AI is necessarily a bad thing. I like to see it used as a tool. I've only had one comment of somebody saying they use AI to support, like, was it oil paintings? I can't remember. But I don't think that's a problem. But a lot of cases, sadly, people over rely on AI. And I also wanted to touch on something that I was about to make another video on with Asmongold, where I can't believe this was a recent video because I thought this was ancient news. But somebody was talking about the Mr. Beast stuff, and they brought up once again, I'm pretty sure this happened like many months ago, but it was a video that said made 5 days ago, so guess I'm not the only one that touches on stuff that's ancient. But they were also repeating a lot of things too, probably to keep the run time as well as get that ad revenue. Where in my case, it's just I'm a blabbering idiot that repeats myself a lot. I have that problem in general, anyways. I have stupid memory. But speaking of which, I feel like it's going now. But in that video, it was talking about the Mr. Beast thing and how Asmongold defended his, like, because it's about the AI thumbnail thing, and like he defended that, and he was saying he hates it. Seems to be trendy to hate on AI and stuff, and I can't remember exactly everything he says, but it's basically summed up to that. He just thinks it's stupid and it needs to die. The whole, like, he sees it as a stupid trend that people are just, even though this is coming from a guy that probably also tackles trends. I mean, he's the equivalent of an influencer after all, a streamer. So yeah, he also does the same thing. So it's kind of a hypocritical thing to say. But also, I remember when I saw that clip and my friend was also watching, my friend AJ, he just goes, "Isn't that reasonable though? Like, people could lose their jobs over stupid stuff like this, as well as people need to make a living." And I'm just thinking, what are you, the equivalent of, is Asmongold the equivalent of Microsoft? Gotta let go of a bunch of employees, go homeless on the streets or something? It's just ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous. And the reason I brought up the stuff about AI, even if it's in like a negative light, it's because a lot of people who usually when they do use AI, at least the ones that stand out and the ones that channels like Wasabeto, I can't remember what his name is, but the channels that cover stuff like that, a lot of the time, AI is either heavily relied on or they don't specify that it's AI generated, or it's something worse than being used as just a tool. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. And it makes the whole tracing AI thing that Asmongold did recently make put in a whole different light when you connect those dots, because it's like he can he defended Mr. Beast on this, and then there's just too much stuff to cover in general. I can't cover it all again. Like, but I feel like I'm gonna miss context otherwise, or people are gonna want more context. I don't know. The only thing I know is that he used rage bait. I feel like rage bait is a giant excuse. I don't think he should be the equivalent of the judge, jury, and executioner on deciding whether a fan base or individual or whatever deserves to be rage baited or whatever. And rage bait just feels like the equivalent of something a bully does. Like, don't bullies usually, when they try to get you to frickin' get mad at them and talk crap back, like they rage bait? Isn't that the equivalent of like any bully trying to do that, or any like just negative commenter? It somehow feels more degrading when a big YouTuber or big streamer is trying to do that. It's like, why are you trying to do this? Like, what is your objective? It feels like an excuse for I talked about it where it's like, it's almost like you're saying, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. And it's like just an excuse to avoid any kind of repercussions or whatever. Just rage bait is really stupid and heavily flawed. Shouldn't exist. If it's the equivalent of something a bully does, then it really doesn't need to exist. I'm sorry also if the background's just boring, like Joker and Batman in the back. Here, you can look at these guys now. But yeah, rage baiting, just like with hate watching, just have no purpose and should not exist in the first place. They need to die off. They really do. It's just so stupid. But yeah, there's other things, but I I don't know. With the kind of comments I'm getting, it's just really weird. It's really weird situation. I don't know how to put it, but I feel like this is not the stuff I want to be tackling. And the only reason I tackled it, I know I didn't even know who Mizkif or frickin' Hassan were, by the way, before those things. And I've gotten comments of like at least one comment, not many comments actually. But somebody just said like it's funny how you're covering something less significant than the actual significant things. And I'm like, first off, I don't know those people. I don't watch streamers. I don't watch streamers really at all, even the ones I like. I don't even go on Twitch anymore. The only time I go on there is when my friend very rarely decides to stream something. And even then, I just don't care. So the only reason I knew of Asmongold originally is I used to watch him mostly from just small clips of him talking about stuff back in the day. And then like the reason I mentioned the cyberpunk stuff is that's where it started to go downhill in my opinion, and I started just get annoyed and be like, nah, I don't feel like Asmongold's for me anymore. This stuff's just eh. So I stopped watching him. I didn't give a crap about a lot of stuff. I hear stuff here and there about some of the stuff he says and does. Um, and I just, like, it wasn't until the recent things, since I do have a love and passion for art and I want to do, actually want to go into college for art or whatever art degree. Um, and like seeing this is just kind of disgusting action of somebody I used to respect doing, and that's why I touched on it. Usually if I and he's not the first person I've touched on. I don't get why Asmongold of all people is the one that people get all on my ass about in my comments, where I've talked crap, probably even worse, about frickin' Jim Sterling, Synthetic Man, Night's Watch or Shadversity. I used to love watching them, but then they went off the deep end. There's a lot of YouTubers in general that I'm just fed up with or just don't care about, or they have problems I just do not care to watch. I think another reason I stopped watching Asman is he started to jump on the whole political train. I don't care for politics. I find it's really boring to me, and I just don't care for it. And a lot of the times, especially more in more recent years, it's been used for a lot of negativity than positivity, and it's like I want nothing to do with that. And there's just a few things that I'm passionate about that I have negative things to talk about. Sometimes negative things are kind of fun to talk about, but in this case, it was more annoying, and it's probably more makes much more sense why I'd be complaining and whining because of the frickin' stupidity of it all, and just like how collectively like ridiculous it is. It's almost like an inception of idiocracy. I don't know how else to put it. It's ridiculous. And there's just, yeah. I might get my friend on this so that I have a video where it's like a really heavy hitting video, because then I have my friend. My friend's pretty goddamn smart. I have some of my own problems when I try to construct videos and such, so maybe I'm not really made out for this, but if I have my friend involved, it would come by a lot stronger that way, and I'd feel much more confident in those terms. I shouldn't have to. But I feel like because of the same comments I'm getting and stuff, maybe I should. But honestly, it's not something I want to focus on. Somebody brought up how I'm trying to bring smiles to faces, hopefully cheer people up, and yeah, it gets harder every day. It really does. And with something like this, it's not meant to. I would go to my other stuff. You know what? You should go to my other stuff, honestly. Shockwave just moved over there. He's coming for me. Because when I say that in my description, I'm mostly talking about videos that aren't the ones talked about somebody in a negative way or whatever. So, I don't know. How else do I word things? I really am at a loss for words for some of the comments I've seen. I'm just like, what the hell? Why am I seeing this stuff? Once again, it's so ironic. Somebody said the touch grass thing again. And by the way, I literally have a channel where I walk places. It took me forever to finally get to that comment, as you can tell from the timing. So I must be doing something otherwise. So their whole touch grass thing is not only irrelevant, stupid, and doesn't make sense, but doesn't work in general. Go touch grass this, go touch grass that. I feel like anybody saying that has also not touched grass. I mean, do I have to bring the saying, it takes one to know one? Because that feels childish in and of itself. I don't know. That saying has become such a dumb saying. It needs to die. It literally needs to die. Like, it feels like nobody can come up with original freaking ideas. Instead, they have to constantly say, touch grass this, touch grass that. I'm not joking, by the way. I literally got the same exact comment again on another video of somebody saying that. And you're probably thinking, I've even had people say I'm like crazy. I'm just like, bro, seriously? I don't get people. I really am just at a lot of loss for words with people. I feel like if I am freaking going crazy, it's because of those people, ironically. It's just ridiculous. I can't, I'm not dealing with this crap. I'm gonna try and just say whatever, and if it's just a dumbass comment like that with the touch grass thing, I'm just reporting and removing it. If you can't say something thoughtful and respectable without it coming across trying to be rude at the same time is just ridiculous. Like, don't say anything at all. You have 1,000,001 ways to say something, and you took the 1,000,001th way, which was the stupidest. Like, come on. I don't even know with people. Like, this is kind of a vent video, it feels like, at this point, but yeah. We'll see. I want to do gaming and stuff, more fun things, get back to my comic book readings and such, and it's just like, yeah. Otherwise, I'm done with this crap unless I have something I feel like maybe I should just, maybe the whining and complaining title will make people at least shut up about the, like, making that a complaint in it. Isn't that technically a complaint as well? Yeah, that's a freaking complaint. Somebody complaining about me complaining. Does nobody see the irony of that? I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's weird. Like, it kind of feels like they don't even read what they freaking wrote sometimes, or the irony behind it. I don't know. Yeah. That's about it. See ya. But you have an awesome day nonetheless. Bro, like, these comments are honestly unhinged, if anything, because what the hell am I dealing with here? What are these comments? What did I get myself into? Yeah, I think if comments do stuff the equivalent of touch grass this, you're complaining and whining or whatever. I won't do it to there was one that was saying that I sound like I'm complaining. I don't think that is harassment at all, of course. They're just making an observation. So, yeah. But I think if somebody is genuinely using it in a rude way, then I'm probably going to most likely report and remove the comment. So, I hope you have a nice day nonetheless. I will see you next time. Bye, Jimmy's mom. I would rather have fun doing voices and stuff. That's what I want to be remembered for doing, not this whole stupid Asmongold situation. Like, come off it. What the frick's going on here? I don't understand. I made like one video, then another one. And then that's where, no, it actually blew up on the first video, and then that's why I made the other one. So, it's freaking ridiculous. I don't even know. And I've been trying to tackle the comments best I can. I said, and I thought I had it written in description, but I guess I don't, that I'm trying to get to all the comments that I can, and if I can. But, yeah. This really is just I'm venting video. Oh, I think my PlayStation just shut off on me because I heard the music stop playing on it. That's on my menu. Anyways, I will see you. I'm sorry this had multiple endings, apparently, just like Lord of the Rings. The Return of the King. Bye.